Hannah, my beautiful wife, ever since you described a dugong as a vacuum seal, I knew you were the one, and things were never the same since. This was over 6.5 years ago when you said this, and how could I possibly summarise this time full of laughter, tears, travel and challenges with my best friend and partner in crime? Well, I thought that a movie made in the year that we were born with one of your celebrity crushes, Heath Ledger, would be quite fitting. 10 Things I Hate About You. How romantic. I'm going to get this off my chest really quickly. I've been bottling things up for a few years. So, I hate how competitive you are, how hangry you get, how tired you get, how empathetic you are, how giving you are, how when I park the car and I'm getting my stuff together, you just get out and start walking to the destination and make me chase after you to catch up. How intelligent you are, how early you like to wake up, how picky you are with your teacups, and I hate how you thought the swine flu was passed by chickens. But the honest truth is, Han, I love everything about you. Yes, I wish you wouldn't cry after losing a game of squash on a holiday. But I wouldn't want it any other way. You're my soulmate and my best friend. But more than that, you're my role model. You are stunning. Just absolutely gorgeous. You mean as much to me as what French bulldogs mean to you. But Hannah Rose Haddon, I promise to love you with all my heart, to care for you in the way that you deserve, to learn with you and learn from you. You are the most remarkable woman I have ever met. You're the love of my life, and I am so excited to keep living it with you. I love you, Hannah.
Yeah, how on earth do you sum up 6.5 years of watching this gorgeous 14-year-old boy with so much care and innocence in his heart and skinny legs grow into the intelligent, hilarious, thoughtful and loving person that stands here today? Matt, you are the rock in our relationship and in all the relationships that you have with those here tonight. You are a constant source of joy, kindness and love, and you have an amazing sense of perspective. Matt, you are my best friend, the person I feel most comfortable with, who I could spend an eternity with. Mum just gave me a passing comment the other day. The smaller day stuff, that's what really makes the relationship. I think of morning coffees, long study days together, car trips, and you making me laugh with your terrible humour. Because at the end of the day, when you can't travel, work, when you start to age, all that's left is each other. And boy, am I glad that I've got you.
I have to say, I had thought doing this speech tonight was going to be the hardest part of the day, but actually trying to manage Hannah's bail during that ceremony was far worse, but stop sweating now, so it's okay. Hannah and I have known each other for pretty much our entire lives, and I've had the amazing privilege of growing up alongside her and watching her blossom into the beautiful, incredible woman that Matt's been so lucky to marry today. Everyone thinks meeting your girlfriend's dad is the hardest part of a new relationship, but Matt will tell you that meeting my dad was far, far worse. My dad's protective side came out and he had a pre-prepared questionnaire that he grilled Matt with. But what that night really showed me was what a kind, funny, compassionate person Matt is, and that showed me he was well and truly deserving of dating my friend Hannah.
To my bridesmaids, woo! Thank you for mobilising from the get-go when I said I was going to get married in January, to your shock. From Georgia, who bore the brunt of my initial stress. Lydia, who was always ready to come over in any situation. Jaya, the queen of ideas, always sending through the best wedding inspo. Laura, for always checking in with me, even when 5 hours away in Albany. Sarah, for telling me when I really need to calm down, and at times telling me to cancel all of my plans for the day and have some time for myself. And Minnie, for being the queen of joy, for giving me the best cuddles when I need it, even when I'm being a grumpy bum, and for always being the utterly selfless human that you are.
Min and Sarah, you truly are like sisters to me, and I'm so grateful for that. Many dance parties, late evenings singing, and listening to you three sisters sing along to your favourite tunes. Also, lots of looks of agreement to each other when we know that Hannah's overreacting and overstressing. I appreciate that sense of agreement we have. You are both immensely loving and kind, and I respect you more than you know. Pudge, you're a talented singer and doctor to be, but I can't say I'm super grateful for all the extra bros and mans that are in my vocab today. To have you as Hannah's best friend, but also mine, is so special and awesome. Sam, you're my favourite standing armrest. Awfully competitive, somewhat disorganised, but a ton of fun to be around, and you have a huge heart. Ben, you're an absolute weapon on the Barbie and a seriously good guy. Jeremy, you're somebody who I can look up to, can count on, and appreciate so much as a mate. Jordan, we bounce off each other's energy and competitiveness. I'm already loving having you as a work colleague this year, and you're one heck of a mate.
Testing, 1, 2, oh dear.
I'm honoured to formally be part of the family and most excited for Nana Liz to no longer introduce me to everyone as Hannah's friend.
Fathers of the bride, I guess, get to be indulged a little bit here. So if I embarrass myself, if there are tears, oh, well, sucked in, yeah. I thank Holly for choosing me. And I don't mean to suggest that marriage is for everyone or that marriage is some mystically magical state of bliss. It's not. It's often hard. Indeed, yeah, well, Blair, she would say that's because of who she got married to. But anyway, indeed, at Christmas time just gone, Hannah and I were sharing a tear. I had kind of the thought that this Christmas was the last Christmas that Hannah was going to spend waking up in her own room, in her own bed, with her sisters, usually in bed together. Those moments where that life is going to change.
So in case you don't know how Matthew and Hannah met, he had shown no interest in girls, and then he announced he was going to St Mary's Hale Social. It was time to meet a girl. And they danced and they followed up with online chat and a couple of visits over to that suburb over the hill. After about the second or third visit, Matthew said to Erica, "Do you know she's the whole package? She even sings. She sings and plays the piano, Mum. She's the whole package." And that has never wavered from this very early impression. So Matthew and Hannah, this is your first rodeo. A few days ago we finished our 29th. Rodeos have some 30 events. Some of these events reflect the life you are embarking upon now, and there are going to be even more events that you will enter over time. But there are individual and there are team events. Barrel racing in the trail course is all about navigating obstacles through to the end. Bronc and bull riding, full of ups and downs, but determination and commitment, you can go the distance. The hardest one for you two, and my favourite, flag racing. That's where you actually have to go along and pick things up and put things where they belong. Whip cracking, just do as you're told, Matthew. It's easier. And of course, riding bareback, but we won't go there because none of us are ready for that yet. All right?
So I'd like to give back a little knowledge that I've gathered over my numerous rodeos that will hopefully help you in your journey as a married couple and in life. Life's not about what career choices you make, what house you buy or when you buy it, when you have kids, or even what country you decide to bring them up in. I believe it's all about the people around you and the types of people you surround yourselves with. And by looking at this room, I can tell you're 90% of the way there. To Matt and Han, I hope you have a beautiful and everlasting life together, filled with loving friends and family.
Now, our middle sister, Hannah, our beautiful bride, is a force to be reckoned with.
As a sister, Hannah is devoted and dependable, protective and prudent, and goofy, the life of the party in our household.
Matt, we love you for never taking life too seriously. You bring so much love and joy to our lives, and we cannot imagine our life without you.
And our three-part harmonies may occur less now, but you, our dear sister, are an essential part to our trio.
So do not worry, our harmonies will continue to sing on always and forever. We love you both so dearly. You've had our love, support, admiration and belief from day one, and that will never falter.
And you'll always be our sister. You'll always be a Coops girl. And Matt, even without a wedding,
You always have been and always will be our brother.
We love you so, so much. Love, Min and Sarah.